You are listening to All Burgundy and Gold, everything with the urban sports scene on Fox Sports Radio 96.9 FM and 1340 AM, Hopewell, Virginia. Wole, Ray, and Mo are your hosts. We also have the homie host of the A&B Sports Podcast Show, Ashley Baker. What is good, Ashley? And welcome to All Burgundy and Gold, everything with urban sports scene.
Well, thanks for having me, fellas. I'm excited to be here. I'm ready to talk burgundy and gold and, sprinkle a little, blue, white, and silver in there this week.
You ready to talk about them stars? It's okay. Just say it. You ready to talk about them stars. Don't do that. You ready to talk about them stars?
Ashley, you from Sea Pleasant, right?
Whoa. Hold up. No, seriously. No, I am from Sea Pleasant, but I have family down at, hold it. My mama was born 20 minutes outside of Dallas in Mineral Wells, Texas, honey, and I have family down in Dallas. Okay, so this is the bloodline. This is the bloodline, baby. This
quick. Oh, she's talking about that. You know what? You beat me to the punch. I was gonna say how you end up a Dallas fan, but all right, there you go. I ain't gonna ask no more questions.
Yeah, she good now, right? She good.
That's how
like my homie. That's like how my homie Danny. He grew up. I mean, he lived in from the neighborhood, and then all of a sudden he was like, I was like, what? That he was a big Cowboy fan. I didn't even ask. I just assumed everybody was from the neighborhood. He was like, I'm from Texas. I was like, huh? What? Wait a minute.
See, y'all don't be knowing. We be having our reason. Like, you got some fans.
Man, you know what? That's a lot.
Out of nowhere.
Man, it's a lot.
No, seriously. I don't know a lot of Dallas fans that don't have some type of ties. The people I know in the city are literally Washington fans. Like,
yeah, because you know why? I have my own little thing. I want to actually go to Dallas, and I want to see like if there are any like Washington fans out there, like are from like Texas, right? Because I feel like Dallas fans here, like they must despise their parents because their parents must have been like Cowboy fans. Washington fans, so they hate them so much they decided to go the other way out of spite.
I've been to Dallas. I went to Dallas a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
and it's the same thing in Dallas. It's many Washington fans there.
Knew it.
It's so crazy. It is crazy. It was so many Washington fans down there. It was ridiculous. It's like it is up here.
It's out of spite, man. I know it is. It's out of spite. People like teams out of spite. They dirty. Hey, subscribe to our podcast on Spotify, Stitcher, iTunes, Google Podcasts. Just search All Burgundy and Go Errrything with Urban Sports Scene. Also tweet us at Urban Sports Scene. Hit us up on our Urban Sports Scene Facebook page. We could talk about Washington being the Raiders, but nobody really cares about that. Like, nobody really that's happened. That's happened. It's Cowboys week. This is what it's about. All right. Sunday, it goes down. All right. Washington's on a 4-game winning streak now, and FedEx should be popping. I don't know how it's going to be popping, but it should be popping with somebody's group. All right, Ashley, how hype are you for this game? You gave me the what? Wait a minute.
Listen, I'm happy. I'm hyped to potentially get another win under the belt, but I don't like division games, man. I never really know which way to call it. I'm usually really on top, like, oh, this is gonna go this way. I hate calling division games. It's not just with y'all, it's not just with Washington, it's with the Giants, with the Eagles, because teams are just so familiar with each other. It really can go either way. So, and like you just mentioned, y'all looking good.
Not the eye roll.
I'm a little nervous, but the city is going to be rocking. I saw ticket sales, and compared to the Monday night game, in comparison to this game, the ticket sales are all the way up. So I expect it to be rocking. Again, y'all one of the hottest teams in the league. I don't see why FedEx won't be on and popping Sundays. It should be good.
So, all right. So for the Cowboys, are you happy the way how they're playing going into this game?
No, absolutely not. Satisfied with my defense? Nah. I always have this bend but not break philosophy with the Dallas defense. Just don't completely break on me. Like, just hold on. But that holding on is only for a time so the offense can get things moving, and that's hasn't been happening in the last couple of games. The offense has been completely stagnant. Dak doesn't seem like he's been the same since the calf injury. I think he rushed back from that.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on. I mean, we've had the injuries, you know, people been out with COVID, everybody's back this week. So we'll see how, you know, the offense looks. But I was disgusted with the offensive performance last game. Literally could not do anything. That was completely a defensive game that we, you know, put forth and happened to take a win. But I wasn't impressed. I'm not impressed with the way we playing at all. Sucks.
Mo, you next.
What, are you a Cowboys fan, Mo?
Absolutely not.
He's a Giants fan.
Absolutely not.
He's a Giants fan. He's a Giants
fan. My condolences.
Mo, you up next, Mo.
So, Ashley, on your squad, who you think is going to be a serious problem for the Washington team this weekend?
Micah Parsons.
I wanted that dude.
I think Micah Parsons is going to be an issue because not only do we already have D-Law back, but you got Randy Gregory coming back. And that's going to allow Micah to eat. And that's fine because Taylor is out there playing with, Taylor is playing. I've literally said he's probably the most dangerous quarterback at this moment because he's just playing so stress-free. He's not trying to prove anything to anybody. He out there having a good time.
Don't drink the Kool-Aid, please.
I just think he's out there having fun. I think he's out there having a good time. He's using his legs. I don't know. I feel like, but I think Micah, he better not come out that pocket too much on Sunday because I think Micah Parsons is going to have a field day with him.
You know who I think is a serious problem for y'all just because the way Taylor throws the ball at times, he throws them jump balls up. Is that boy coming home, man. That boy coming. I know like Scary can get him. I mean, Scary has had some good success on him over the, since last year he had some success with him. But the way Heineke throws passes, you can't take that risk with Diggs. Not to say like he can get beat. I'm just saying you can't just throw it up on Diggs. Like he's a receiver he's a receiver for real.
Right.
He's turned the cornerback. He has the hands of a receiver. You know what I mean? So if you throw it there, don't think like you're throwing to a real defensive player. You're throwing it to a dude who can catch the football for real. Like he can make wide receiver catches as a cornerback. So you can't throw those 50-50 balls to Scary Terry like he Randy Moss. Like you can't do that. Like you gotta throw it. If you're gonna throw it, you gotta throw it, and he's got to be open. But you can't throw those 50-50 balls with him. He scares me because some of those back foot, throwing up to Scary. Like when I'm looking at Diggs, I'm like, yeah, he ain't dropping those. Like he ain't dropping those.
I will say this: Diggs does deserve that what you just said, but Scary Terry on that 50-50 ball is.
No, he's good. No, he's good.
Scary Terry on that 50-50 ball is a little better than 50-50.
I get you. I'm not arguing. I'm just saying that you seen them passes that have been going through folks' hands. Diggs ain't dropping them joints.
That's true.
You saw the Raiders game. Did you see like he done had like 2 picks that should have happened? Like Diggs ain't dropping them. Like Diggs probably one hand them things, bro. Like I'm just saying. Like I watched the Raiders game. I was like, yeah, you can't throw that. You can't throw that.
Diggs is definitely catching that last ball that was dropped. That would have been a pick 6 to seal the game.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's catching that one.
He's in the
catching that, and he's taking it to the house. And
he's still running right now.
Yes, won't he lie to you? So he scares me. Ray, who scares you? Who's gonna be a serious problem for Washington for you when you look at that team?
I'm gonna go Tony Pollard. I was back and forth between Tony Pollard and Amari Cooper, but Tony Pollard is a home run hitter, man. And it's like the way the way Dallas uses him and Zeke together. Sometimes, to me, Tony Pollard just catches teams off guard. Even though you prepare for him on the scouting report, you begin the game with Zeke. You adjust the way Zeke runs the football, which I love Zeke. That's one of my favorite players in the league. Loved him at Ohio State. But Tony Pollard just has that burst, as we like to say on the Urban Sports scene. And, if anybody on Dallas is going to break loose, it's going to be either Tony Pollard or CD. Because, of course, again, I love Amari Cooper. He's the best route runner in the league. But, Dallas has so many weapons. And I feel like when you have that many weapons on offense, it's going to be hard to contain just one person. And Tony Pollard, I think, may break some long runs on this Washington defense because they haven't seen anything like him in the past 4 weeks. Christian McCaffrey maybe, but again, that's not the same type of running back. So I think he's the biggest threat. That's just me. Don't sit there argue. You got the
I'm not arguing with you. I agree with you. I'm not agreeing with you, but I'm not arguing with you. I said, okay, dog. I'm not. Dang, you catching me like I'm about to argue.
You ain't respond.
No, all I was going to say is Amari Cooper is the boogeyman for Washington. He always kills Washington. That's all I was. That's all I was going to say.
I mentioned him, but I said I didn't want to go with him because that would be
okay. That's all I was saying, bro. I'm not knocking your opinion.
Your followers going to come for me. I already know.
Look. I thought about it, but then I stopped.
So let me. Can I ask a quick question?
Ask, go ahead.
Because I'm not really privy. How much confidence on a scale from 1 to 10 do you guys have in that secondary?
We talked about Willie Jackson's playing good ball over the last some odd weeks. He's actually graded pretty high in terms of cornerback play since the bye. You know, we were very critical of him prior. Like Mo and I, we were all critical and Ray, we were all critical of him. But he stepped up, so he's played well. Not Ray, okay, sorry. And it's wild. Fuller's played better on the outside than he's played in the inside, which I thought he was a better nickel. But he's been better outside. He's been trash on nickel, but he's been better outside. I think as a whole, the secondary has been really good in this winning streak. But again, we were talking about weapons of the Cowboys wide receiver core. That's a different animal, though.
How about that's what I was about to get?
It's a different animal. Like you got. I said this before, and I think I tweeted this. You know, people would talk about when Amari was out, you saw the difference. Amari makes everything easy for everybody because we forget like there's levels of playing wide receiver. Yeah, it's cool to be explosive. It's cool to whatever. But Amari runs good routes. He can beat you deep. He does he's constant. You know what I mean?
He's on time.
Yeah, he's constant. He allows CeeDee Lamb to be CeeDee Lamb. You know what I mean? He allows him. So that you saw the difference when he was out. CeeDee struggled. Gallup, they had to go to Gallup because you can try to double Amari. But the thing about a route runner, it's hard to double a route runner because they run good routes. They know how to get in. You can't double a route runner. So I just think that when you have all three, I'm not gonna lie, when you have all three of those dudes, it's a challenge. It's challenging for any secondary.
And that's why all of you got the answer to the question wrong. It's CeeDee Lamb. It's CeeDee Lamb because Amari's back, because Michael Gallup is back. And you seen on the opening drive last week versus the Saints how all three of them made a large play on that one drive in succession, right? Like how easy it was. I'm looking at how they move CeeDee Lamb around in that offense. He plays primarily in the slot when all of them are there. That's going to be a weakness. It's going to be a weakness for this secondary, no matter how well Willie Jackson can't cover everybody, and he already wasn't doing that great of a job at that, right? And
we mean before the bye, you mean?
I mean,
he's been good, Mo. Mo, he's been really good. Real talk, he's been really good. I'm critical of everybody. He's been really good.
All I'm saying is when you don't do well and then you do really well, there's an average, right? So
but it's all about. You're right. I'm saying
let's get past this. Let's get past it.
Don't let him argue with you, Mo.
I don't want to bash Willie Jackson because he's doing well.
He's trying to bash him on the low.
Let me just
look, I like Saquon, Mo, but if Saquon started getting hot, he's not playing. He messed up my fantasy squad.
Listen, man,
if Saquon had got hot, I would be like Saquon's still that dude.
Well, I've been taking my blood pressure medicine. Don't take me up the turnpike, please. You know what I mean? I was wearing it, and then let me cover it up because So
I'm with you, man, Mo. I'm with you, Mo, man. Go ahead, Mo. Go do your thing, bro. I'm with you, man.
I've got my hypertension under control.
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you, bro.
Let's stay here.
We're here, man. We're here.
CeeDee Lamb. I think CeeDee Lamb is in line to make a lot of explosive plays. I think that if Hunter Renfrow can do what he did last week,
good point.
CeeDee Lamb being a more explosive receiver and
very good point.
The plethora of receivers that the Cowboys have,
very good point.
I think bodes well for him.
Very good point, bro.
That's fair.
That's fair. Look. See how I said that's fair. See how look. Hey, look, Mo. See how I did that? See, it's fair. See, I don't need to argue. I don't need to argue.
Listen, I have learned when people don't want me to go back and forth, I be like, that's fair. But I be really burning on the inside. Like I be really
no, I'm not burning. Look,
that's a control. Man, that's fair.
Mo is my African brother. Look, he's Sierra I'm Nigerian. I can't argue. Look, I just say yes.
Ashley, we already have the Jollof Wars. We already have the Division Wars. Come on. We already have
I can't always argue
the green and white and green versus the blue, white, and green.
Yeah, it's like a lot of stuff.
Me and Wole can do this all day. I mean,
it's facts, man. It's like, sometimes you just got it.
I love it.
Let's give the listeners what they want. It's Dallas week. Let's talk primarily because we'll go off on a rampage.
Yeah, exactly.
And then Ray back in. Go
right.
Well, first of all, you're listening to All Burgundy Go, everything with the urban sports scene. Right now, we are talking with host of the A&B Sport Podcast, Ashley Baker. And on the flip side, I want to ask Ashley, who scares you on Washington?
No, seriously.
Taylor Heineke. She said he's the most dangerous quarterback right now.
No.
Better not scare you. That better not be the one, Ashley.
But you know what? I knew Ray was letting that linger. I only say that in the sense of he's playing with no expectation. He doesn't care. When you don't have any care, when you're just out there playing, when you're not trying to prove anything to anybody, it's a reason why they're on a 4-game.
Shane Falco, Wole, not Willie Beeman.
Shane Falco, you're right. Come on, man. Yeah. I mean, I'm talking about the first Willie Beeman, not when he was hungry. Like he was hungry, not the end, like the middle end. I'm talking about in the beginning when he was throwing up. He was nervous, and all of a sudden he got hungry. You know what I'm saying? He was Erling, then he got hungry. You know what I'm saying? Like
Willie Beeman.
That's what I'm saying. Like that Willie Beeman. Like you acting like was Willie always? He wasn't. Like Willie was hungry in the beginning, bro. Who's to say that Heineke won't get like Willie? Like all of a sudden he feel good and he start being arrogant. Then he start carrying. They start making fun of folks. Heineke is not my response
here. Taylor's not my answer.
Yeah, that's what
Ray
saying.
Want Taylor to be my answer, but Taylor's not my answer.
Ray don't want to give no credit.
Who's your answer then?
Ray don't want to give Taylor any credit.
Let me tell you something. I don't like how many yards after the catch my defense allows.
Oh, you don't like scary.
I have a scary Terry scares the hell out of me.
That's got to be the one.
That is who I have an issue with. As good as Trayvon Diggs is, he let people get busy. You understand what I'm saying? I don't think Ron Rivera is no fool. I don't think that he is going to allow Taylor Heineke to throw those 50-50 kind of balls. I think we're going to see him use Scary in a different way. I mean, you may see him down the field catching a couple of deep ones, but it won't be like that all game because of the threat of Trayvon Diggs, right? I feel like they're going to eat that middle. Who's the person on y'all squad that eat up that middle, that eat up that slot? Who is that? Who is that for y'all?
Oh, yeah, Humphreys. That's a good job. Carter. No, Carter and Ball. Carter and Ball. Humphreys not. Carter been balling, bro. Carter been balling.
Whoever that is.
Carter been balling. Facts. Carter's been balling.
Whoever that Carter, that's what.
Yeah, DeAndre probably been balling like crazy.
Is going to have a field day. Yeah. They're going to have a field day against my defense. I watched them enough to know they're going to have a field day. So I just don't know. It's going to be a good game, really. Because there's just a huge Leighton Vander Esch and all of them right now. Okay, it annoys me. Y'all gonna have a good game in that minute.
Leighton Vander Esch reminds me of the dude from the program. He reminds me of the dude from the program.
No, he don't. No,
he do Latimer. He does Latimer, dog. The dude taking steroids. Yeah, he does.
Hey,
don't mind you.
You watch Hard Knocks. Vander Esch ate the mac and cheese when he went to Michael Parsons' house. He's good to go with us, right? He's good. He's one of the guys on the squad. Listen, don't hate on Vander.
I don't watch that show. I didn't watch that show, so I'm sorry, Ray.
I saw something.
I know because you don't illegally stream HBO. It's kind of hard to do.
I know. I got HBO Max.
Do you?
Yes.
You can watch it.
It's your account.
On my account. Facts.
Oh, I got HBO Max, but it ain't mine.
Which normally doesn't happen. You are correct.
HBO Max, but it ain't mine.
What did you say, Ash?
I got HBO Max, but it ain't mine. So, I'm not gonna say whose it is, but it ain't mine. But no, I was gonna say on social media, I saw last week somebody actually said that when Jalen, what's his last name? Jalen Smith. Right? When Jalen Smith was with us, we were us as a fan base, Dallas, we were so fixated on his shortcomings that it overglossed Leighton Vander Esch.
Yeah, he got some issues.
And now that Jalen is gone, we're seeing it. Like he literally has not been anything since his first season.
Mm-hmm.
honestly. Like maybe a little bit into the second season of him being with us.
I mean, it's all about Micah Parsons. Let's be real. It's all about Micah.
You sound like Skip Bayless right now.
Why? Do I?
Because he bashes Van Der Esch all the time, especially when the Cowboys lose.
It's all about Micah Parsons anyway. I mean, he's just an animal, man. It's all about Micah.
Yeah, but Van Der Esch has never been a coverage backer. He's never been a guy that can do well in space, right? I think when Jalen lost his powers, that became evident because Van Der Esch has been dealing with the neck for about
for a while.
Yeah. Right. And then the biggest piece gone, people don't talk about Sean Lee. Sean Lee leaving and, you know, him getting everybody lined up on where they need to be and him being the caliber of player he once was. I think when you take that away from this defense, you realize they were really two young linebackers because Jalen really missed the first year of his career, especially. But, you know, he came into his own, the athleticism started to show, but then eventually he got old real quick. Yeah. He got old, he got paid. But I blame a lot of Dallas's problems on number 90, D-Law. I feel like he's overpaid. I feel like he's been stealing ever since his franchise year. He has like a total of like 12 sacks in the last 3 seasons or something like that. It's insane. Like the lack of production from somebody that you're paying $20 million per season is outrageous. I don't even know how he's still on the roster, to be honest with you. I feel like they're better when Michael puts his hand in there. Yeah,
I can kind of give you a little bit of that.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically after the year he got paid, they started playing him different. And I'm talking about opposing team. They were doubling him.
That's going to come.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's D-Law. So, you know.
That's going to come.
Yeah, but I mean, come on now. He's not Aaron Donald.
We're talking about from like 12 and 13. But you can't go from 12 and 13 sacks to 5.5. You can't give me that. Not on $20 million. I don't care who you are. I'm sorry. That math don't math. You know, like they don't.
How many sacks he had last year? I don't even pay attention to the stats.
I think he had like 5.5 last year.
I'm not going to allow this. That I am not going to allow. I am not going to allow us to even discuss the Mike Nolan defense from last year. Y'all got to hit me with 2019. We're not discussing 2020 season under the direction of Mike Nolan.
Okay.
No, that's just, I'm not. We can discuss 2019 and this year. 2020.
Okay, let's get away from that. So let's get away from last year. Okay. So 2 years ago, he had 5 sacks. Last year, he had 6.5. This year, he's played 2 games.
He played how many games this year?
He's played 2 games.
He's
been hurt like that?
Yes.
This year. He played 16 last year.
He just came back.
Hey, where you been, Wole?
I'm paying attention to Dallas, man. I'm watching Dallas like that.
He played 16 last year.
I like Trayvon Diggs and Micah Parsons. That's the Amari. You know, I always like Amari.
We're not going to speak of last year.
Those are only 3 players I like from Dallas. Dude.
Well, here's what I'm going to tell you real quick because Dallas might be guilty by association. I know the roster with Washington is turned over, but the last time Keanu Neal saw this Washington team, he hurt somebody who's no longer with Washington. But people ain't forgot that. Some people that still was on that squad have not forgot that. And
is anybody still on that squad? Is anybody still on that squad?
Of course, there's still some people on the squad, but I'm just saying not everybody. I say in spite of the turnover.
Brandon Sheriff is the only one.
Don't question my comment, man. I feel like you coming for me now. I don't know why, but
dude, I love you, man. Why would I do that to you? You're my guy.
Hey, love you too, brother. Listen, even if that's not bulletin board material, what might be is
I hate Neil though. I hate him with a passion. I would come for him.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, Dan Quinn. I'm not a Dan Quinn fan for different reasons, but he does have Dallas' defense playing better. And I'm not a hater, by the way, I'm not hating on Taylor Heineke. I was an advocate for the brother. It's just like everyone else. I agree that he's limited, and at some point, Washington is going to have to go down the field. This week, it just may come to that. So let's see what happens depending on how much pressure the Cowboys get on the quarterback. See what happens with Washington's O-line. But, bruh, listen,
I mean,
it can only go but so far. If he's like,
so y'all think that Dallas
experiment expired.
You think that Dallas is going to dare him to throw the ball?
Oh, definitely.
I think that we're not factoring in the play calling as of late for Scott Turner, as much as we bashed him, right? The emphasis on the run. Antonio Gibson starting to look like things are clicking.
Leading rusher in the NFC.
Gibson being the NFC
leading rusher in the NFC.
All right, sure. 800 yards. He's at a great pace to top over 1,200 yards this year with 5 games to go. right? I think that the physicality in which the front line is playing with is not being mentioned. They're really controlling the game. I think the run game is providing balance that's allowing Taylor Heineke to play as carefree as Ashley has been talking about. I mean, we've seen his pass attempts go from in the 40s on average to in the mid-20s, and it's resulted in 4 straight wins. Ray, you can shake your head, no, left, right, up, down, however you like, front, right, center. He's playing better because there's balance, and the defense has finally figured something out that Wole has been talking about prior to the bye. Wole was saying that there were some fundamental principles that were not being taught, and these guys are playing at a better clip. They faced a lot of good quarterbacks, and they played them tough. You have to give these guys credit. That's why last week when you were making fun of me, the defense, and I had to go down the line because this is a whole team. This is the most balanced I've seen this team play in years.
Mo, I'm only shaking my head because, we covered this on the post game. Of course, Washington's playing better. Of course, they run the football. But what I pointed out was this past game against the Raiders, they averaged almost 6 yards per play on first down, which means you don't need much to get a first down, right? Meaning that Scott Turner is, of course, running the football. They're gaining positive yardage. However, they're only winning by 2. They only won by 2 points the last 2 weeks, combined 4. To me, Dallas is a different beast from these last 2 teams. You play offensively. So to me, you have to change it up. You have to become a bit more explosive on offense. You have to fix execution issues in the red zone as well. I'm hoping that the kicking issue won't be something that rears its ugly head. Last week, of course, everybody's elated about the kicker. Even the question came up twice on our shows. Should the kicking situation be a controversial point? Because a game-winning kick was made. Listen, against the Cowboys, I just believe you're going to have to put up some points. I like the fact that the defense is playing better, but Dallas has a lot of weapons.
Ashley, jump in there.
Ashley should get some. Yeah, get your hand up, Ashley.
Get in there.
The Ray take over. I know.
Damn, I don't remember what I was about to say.
I mean, that's what Ray do.
That's it right there. I want to know from you guys, because I have my girlfriend Jazz brought this up on Twitter. Why does y'all's defense look better without Chase Young?
Okay. I can go without Chase Young. Oh, that's coaching. That's his coaching. That's not Chase Young's fault. They're doing things a little differently. And I said this before, and they said it. I mean, even Greg Olsen said it on the show. I mean, during the game, he said that because they don't have Chase Young and Montez Sweat, they're bringing more pressure. Like they're blitzing and bringing more pressure. My thing is that how come you didn't do it when they were on the field? Because you took them for granted.
You paid people for that, Wole.
I know, but no, we're talking about coaching. No, we're talking about coaching. You can do the same. All right, this is the thing. All right, no, this is the thing. Real quick. Alden Smith. No, I'm gonna be real. I'm keeping it a buck. Alden Smith. If you remember Alden Smith in San Francisco, Alden Smith was a good pass rusher. They blitzed on his side all the time, make things easy for him. They did it all the time.
Blitzed on his side all the time.
Justice Smith took double teams and brought an extra man in to get one-on-one key plays. They did it all the time. No, my man. They won all the time. They did it all the time. Me and my boy, who are Niners fan, who are coach, we talk about this all the time. They did the same thing all the time. They did it all the time. It's okay. It's okay, bro. Like
Alden Smith. They did not blitz Alden Smith. They didn't blitz. They ran a 3-4. He came in on pass rushing situations.
No, listen. No, you're not listening to what I'm saying. They blitzed on Alden Smith's side. Justin Smith took the double team on the inside, and they brought an extra man on the same side. He get one-on-one or free rush at the quarterback. Alden Smith. San Francisco did this all the time.
But he didn't put his hand in the dirt. How can they blitz on his side?
They can't blitz on his side. He's the end. He's the end of the 3-4. You can't bring a safety on the inside. You can't bring the middle on it. You can't bring the middle on his side. Blitz on that side. You can't do that.
Was the pressure,
bro? Like I said, they brought this. Look. I'm telling you, they brought the blitz on Alden Smith's side, and he got one-on-one freed up. And plus, again, Justin Smith took the double so he can get free ran the quarterback.
Bring us back to the Washington football team.
Like back again. Anyway, to my point.
I thought I was the one that took over.
Look. To my point,
this is great.
If your coaches keep doing the same thing and it's not working, right? Then you change. So you're telling me you change it up because you got 2 lesser dudes, right? 2 lesser, and you change it up, and now it's effective. You could, if it wasn't working with those 2 dudes, you can still do the same thing with those 2 dudes.
That's how that kind of works.
But that's coaching. No, you adjust. It's a bad. Like, all right, we all coach. You coach, People coach every once in a while. I coach basketball. If I believe like I have a talented kid, right? I think he's super practice. He's got all the talent in the world. He's supposed to be scoring 20 points a game, 20 easy. But I'm doing the same thing and he's struggling. The same exact thing and he's struggling. What am I going to do? Do the same thing? Say your talent's going to take over? No, I'm going to adjust to it. I'm going to say, you know what? Instead of playing you on the top of the key, I'm going to play you down low so you get an easy bucket.
Wole,
it's the same thing. You adjust. No, I'm saying it's adjustments. It's called adjustments. It's the thought process of coaching. Like it's the thought. It's putting your players on the best situation to be successful. It's the same thing about Jameis Smith. We talk about Jameis Smith. You're playing around with him. Like, nah, if they're struggling, if they're not doing their job, and you know they're talented, all right, you ain't beating your man. You can't beat doubles, you can't beat chips. What am I going to do to make it easy for you? Okay, I'll bring extra pressure. Now you don't have to deal with that chip like that.
Wole, I'm not drafting 4 D linemen.
I'm a coach. I don't care what you're doing as the player. If you're struggling, look, I'm about the product.
Right, you just spoke. I tried to interject and then I stopped. Right?
Yeah, that's facts. Go ahead, bro. You're right. There you go. No, sit back. You're right. I can't be rude.
Wole, you draft the DN.
Facts.
With the number 2 pick in the draft.
Facts.
That's a specimen.
Yeah, Chase.
The year before that, you draft what
Montez?
The Transformers. What they call? Montez is a transformer standing at 6'2", whatever.
Montez been playing bad. He's playing good though.
Right? So go ahead. So you draft that the year before with the it's a 20-something pick, right? Then you get the Alabama Water 2 years prior to that. You have higher rates. Dude, Chase got to do better. That's on Chase. That's on Chase. I agree.
Chase should do better.
Montez Sweat was leading the team in sacks for the 2 years.
Chase should do better. I don't argue.
So that's on Chase. I ain't changing nothing as a coach. Do better or get off the field.
No, because you know what? Nah. You're coaching the team.
When you don't have,
you're coaching the team. No, you're coaching the team. This is not lesson oriented. No, we're not doing it. I owe it to my rest of my team. That's the thing. I owe it to the rest of my team.
When you don't have all the ingredients of something in your kitchen, you chef up something, right?
Yeah.
That's when you get creative, right?
Look. All right.
Montez is gone.
Okay.
Chase is gone.
All right. Let me give you an example.
You're using loose parts to make.
All right. I'm gonna use your example. I'm gonna use an example for you to make this easy. You like Landon Collins, right? You like Landon Collins, right?
He's all right.
Landon Collins like a defensive MVP, like I'm a defensive MVP candidate with the Giants, right? Playing safety, right?
Yes.
I mean, I could teach him a lesson, say play safety, play better. But no, I play my linebacker. Now he's a better linebacker than he's a safety.
He's coming off.
I adjusted.
He's coming off.
I adjusted.
He's coming off.
I adjusted.
He's coming off an Achilles. You also didn't have the caliber. You also didn't have the caliber of DBs the past 2 years that he's.
But again, listen to me, bro. Look, you're saying. Look. No. I'm talking about individually playing. You make the adjustment.
There's no safety that can do anything individually.
Did they make the adjustment? Did they say you're not playing safety no more? You're playing linebacker. Did they make an adjustment?
He was in a different system with better parts around him when he was the defensive player.
Individually, I'm talking about individual plays. Again, we're talking. See, if you're going team aspect, again, I'm going to go back to my point with team. We're talking about individually playing. In that situation, is he playing better football as a linebacker compared to playing as safety?
On this team, yes.
Okay.
On this team,
that's okay. So if you put Chase Young, so I can make the argument and say if you put Chase Young on another team, different, and they use him differently, maybe he's a better player.
That's not the argument you're making.
But I could say that to your point about we're comparing Landon Collins to a Chase Young. I can use that argument.
You're comparing him to that. I would have never.
I can use that argument. As I'm saying, like you want to go situation for situation. All I'm saying again, they made adjustments. That's all I'm saying.
Ashley.
Okay.
Ashley, this is a perfect segue, Ashley. Perfect segue.
This is great,
right?
man. This is
We're
great.
talking about coaching, right? So who do you think has the edge in coaching? Rivera or McCarthy?
Oh, he makes me so proud, man. Oh my God.
That was the best segue Mo has ever done since he's been.
Mo make me proud. But no. Real talk. Mo's been doing really good with that.
That was the best transition.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm kind of proud of Mo. That was really good. Like
best transition.
Ray, you was off. Like Ray, you was out. Like Mo had another one before. Yeah, I'm giving Mo credit. I'm giving him his flowers. Mo is okay. I'm proud of Mo. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Ashley. Go ahead. I had to stop too. I had a tear for that one. That was good.
I love this.
He told you the African was gonna come out. He told you that. Let's take it to the head coaches. Who do you think has the advantage? Who do you think has the edge in this matchup?
McCarthy, Rivera.
Who do I think has the edge? Mm-hmm. Not who I think is better.
No.
It's a little bit of both, because I mean,
I know the answer.
But we're talking about this individual matchup.
Yeah,
the edge on Sunday.
Sunday. So,
damn, that's a hard question. I'm trying to. I'll go with McCarthy. I'll go with McCarthy.
Because he won Super Bowl. That's why. Because he had Aaron Rodgers.
No, sir. That was 12 years ago.
I'm doing now. I
know what you're saying.
I'm going McCarthy because I'm lying. I'm probably going Rivera. I'm probably going Rivera.
I thought so. Dallas fans don't like McCarthy as much. That's what I heard. They want y'all want Weston to be coach, right? Y'all want young boys. As
long as we are winning in some, I'm not your typical Cowboys fan, right? I it's all about the brand for me. I don't really have a favorite player. I've never really had a favorite player. If I have to have a favorite player, it's probably Dez. Probably. But I'm not that person. I'm not.
I like Dez.
You put people in positions to win. If they ain't winning, they can go to. They can get kick rocks. But I say Ron Rivera because I just feel like that he's they are hot, man. Y'all are hot, man. And a lot of that is coaching. I feel like the guys play for him. I don't feel like Dallas plays for McCarthy. They did an interview a couple weeks ago with Michael Parsons and I think Amari Cooper and Dak and Zeke, and just who inspires you the most. And they were talking about the coaching staff, and nobody of importance named Mike McCarthy. Nobody said Mike McCarthy. It was Kellen Moore, and it was, Dan Quinn, and you know what I mean? Like, nobody really cares for him that much. His time management is trash. All of a sudden he stopped going for it on fourth downs when he used to go for it in the most ridiculous situations than the other time. He doesn't know when to be aggressive and when not to be aggressive. He's just all over the place, man. And I just feel like that Ron Rivera is a bit more stable. Again, I feel like the team is playing, they play for him. You know what I'm saying? And I like him, his defensive mind, more than I like McCarthy's defensive mind. You know what I'm saying? I mean, ultimately, that's a head coach's job, right? Ultimately, if something comes down from Dan Quinn and McCarthy don't like that, he can scratch that. Is that right? Is that Can they? What is that bad? What?
No, it's interesting. I'm just saying when McCarthy was out, I feel like they look different. I mean, I like the fact that Dan Quinn yells on the sideline. He turned his hat back.
Emotion.
The emotion was there. I love emotion.
I miss Bill Parcells.
Did you say emotion, right?
Up in their face and making them like and being upset. That's what I miss. But I've been saying that on Twitter though, that Dan Quinn needed to bring his behind from that skybox down and needed to like be in his players' faces on some of them games where the defense was just bad. Like, you need that interaction. They need you in their face. Come from up. You're not Jerry Jones. Come from down there and get on the sideline. But I don't know. I just feel like I like Ron Rivera. To answer the question, I like Ron Rivera better. Whatever the juice that he done injected into y'all after y'all's bye week or whatever, or in the mix of all of that, it looked good. And this really started for me when Ron Rivera got here. I knew that the coaching aspect was going to shift because he's a great coach. That's my cat. I don't want y'all to think I got like a hairy son or something in here.
What's up, the home? It's good.
His name is Cody.
Cole? Oh, what's up, Cole?
His name's Cody. So, yeah. So this started for me in my mind, when Ron Rivera got there. I knew that the coaching was going to be light years better than what it's been for you guys. I hated the move. I'll never forgive Carolina for allowing him to be available because he's a hell of a coach. I definitely think he's a better coach than Mike McCarthy. He knows how to adjust. He knows how to adjust in game. He knows how. I mean,
to a certain extent.
He knows how to do it better than Mike McCarthy.
Yeah, I mean,
there's nothing on the coaching to-do list that I feel like that Mike McCarthy does better than Ron Rivera.
I like your honesty.
Think about this. She mentioned Bill Parcells, of course. The legendary Joe Gibbs was with Washington. You think about some of the names that have appeared in between then and now. We talking Dave Campo, Jason Garrett, of course, Jay Gruden, Jim Zorn. It's been such a drop off of both of these franchises. If you look at the history of the NFC East, so the fact that we're talking about these two guys is, I think, is pretty cool. Both are good coaches. McCarthy just has a different style than Rivera, but going into this game, you got to go with the high hand. So I agree with Ashley.
Mo, who you have, man?
Yeah, why not? I'm gonna just say McCarthy. Why not? Let me argue for McCarthy. I think going into this game, Dallas coming off the win versus the Saints, I think the health of the players and him having his full toolbox of players is going to bode well for them. I think they've been playing with without, which affect, we know affects the output. I don't think Dak repeats with just as a bad game that he had last week. I think Tony Pollard's bringing an element on the special teams that is not going as noticed as it should. I think he's like top 5.
I don't think he should be on special teams, by the way.
He should absolutely be on special teams.
He should absolutely not. Not with Zeke dealing with a bum knee. Absolutely not.
I mean,
I don't like it. Zeke is hurt. That could just go crazy at any play.
Was the argument Tony Pollard shouldn't just be? He shouldn't just be. Maybe he should be a starter.
He's a weapon.
I don't like
he should be a star running back for y'all. That's what he should be. But that's the whole different argument.
I don't agree with that.
If Tony Pollard was a starting running back,
one everybody's scared of for real.
He wouldn't be that for long.
I agree.
So
you're like you said earlier, really quick. I'm sorry, Mo. You said earlier, that somebody was gone, so it makes you were saying because Amari was gone, it made CD look better. Yeah. That would be the same philosophy with Tony Pollard if Zeke went anywhere. If Zeke was not your number one option, he looks as good as he does.
Let Zeke be hurt. I'm telling you, Zeke don't want to miss games.
I don't think people.
He don't want to miss games.
I don't think people underestimate the toll that Zeke puts on a defense over the course of the game.
No, like physical, definitely.
It's hard to want to keep hitting Zeke because Zeke ain't shaking nothing no more. It's a full speed collision every single time, and he seems like he's okay with that. Like he's made up in his mind that he's okay with that. You know what I mean? So nobody wants to hit that all game, and then you bring in Tony Pollard after he's worn them down, and this guy's just
correct. The burst.
Mo mad. That's why, because Saquon don't do that. No, that's why Mo mad. That's why he said that. Mo mad because Saquon don't do that. No.
Well, leave that boy out of this conversation, okay?
Saquon could have been that though, man.
Listen, Saquon got to remember that he's 232 pounds. If left and right ain't working, I'm 232 pounds. Nobody wants to hit 232 running 4-4 every play.
Yeah. No, my bad. That's my fault, man. I apologize. Hey, so give me a prediction real quick so we can just close this show out. This has been hilarious. Hey, Ashley, what you got? What score you got? I mean, I'm sure you got the Cowboys. What score do you have?
How you know I got the Cowboys?
I know you do. Don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself. You know you are.
Here's the deal. When I made my predictions for Dallas in the beginning of the year, I said that Dallas would go 12-5.
Okay.
What's their record right now? Oh my God.
Yeah. They 8-4.
No, they're not on point like I expected them to be. I said that Dallas would drop one of these division games. I didn't know if it was going to be between the Eagles, the Giants, or Washington. With that being said, I'm going Dallas.
Of course you are.
I'm going to go Dallas. I'm going to go Dallas. I'm going Dallas somewhere around the lines. Our defense isn't allowing any more than 21 points a game. I'm going to go 35-20.
Okay. 35-20.
Shit. Price.
Okay. All right. She went in. All right.
I mean, Ray. We're the number one scoring offense still.
Yeah, they are.
Number one scoring offense. They're putting up over 30 points a game. I expect that to continue on Sunday.
All right.
And they get hyped for being here. They love it. They love playing.
We like them here too.
Seriously.
We like them here
it's like
too.
The second home. Seriously.
We like them here too. We prefer them here in Texas. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Hey Ray, prediction, bro.
Yeah, I think Washington will be reminded this has not been DiNucci like last season. So I've been picking against Washington for the past 4 weeks, and they've won every single game. And our show gets better every week that they win. So I'm picking Dallas, hoping it has the same effect, but I wouldn't be shocked if, of course, like Ashley said, it turns into a blowout because you cannot match Dallas touchdown for touchdown unless the most dangerous man in football right now, Taylor Heineke, plays accurate or throws the ball accurate. But yeah, I got Dallas.
You are never letting me live that down, man. Like,
that's how he is, man. He
can't.
That's who he is. That's Ray. That's Ray in a nutshell.
Ho. That's not who I am. Listen,
I mean, not like that. Ray, I'm sorry, Ray.
She didn't even remember me. You know what I'm saying? So I had to come at her. So she didn't
no.
Like, oh yeah, he was trolling me.
Don't be lying to your audience. I told him, and all the ladies that's listening that got babies, I told him that mommy memory is real. But once he reminded me that we did some Wizards games together, I was like, oh yeah, brother with the tie. I remember.
Right, look, she remembers.
You just gotta juggle the memory a little.
Yeah, right. Be easy,
brother
bro.
with the tie. Let's go.
Hey Mo, give me your prediction, bro.
I have to put this out there. I have picked against Washington.
I know you have.
Like the last 4. Because my philosophy is whoever has the better quarterback, I'm going to take in a close game. He's beating Russell. He's beating Tom.
Well, yeah, actually said on M Tom.
For Tom. So I am going to pick Dallas, though. I'm going to pick Dallas. I'm going to pick Dallas.
Don't get me started.
Like he's, I'm gonna pick Dallas because the defense is playing better. Dak is back. He has his full complement of weapons. Zeke is still a go for Sunday. He has been splitting carries, even though with his knee is hurting a little bit. I feel like they can make a little bit more explosive plays than Washington can. And it's going to be hard to keep up, especially with what Dallas does well in their secondary in terms of Trayvon Diggs and what Taylor Heineke doesn't do so well in terms of
it's the hiccups for me.
Yeah, it's trying to tell you. I'm like, all right. So I'm gonna go with Dallas. Let's say 31-21.
Yeah. So I've been picking Washington over the last after the bye. I've been right, so I've been right a lot.
So keep it going.
Oh yeah, I have been right on my picks with Washington. Facts. Check it on the Pick'em League. Right?
Oh, you have been, but you're a fan. That don't count.
No. I've been real because they've been pissing me off. So I always been real, and I picked the games even in that situation. I've been picking. So this game is winnable to me because of the style of football they're playing. I think anytime you play this style of football, it's still going to be hard to, regardless of how good your offense is, it's hard to score 30 because you got to get the ball up so many times. You got to get it enough to score 30. So I have Washington because I respect the Cowboys offense. Because even Tom Brady, as great as he is, couldn't get that much. I respect the Cowboys offense, but I have it 24-20 because of the time possession. Winning the time possession is key. You win the time possession, they won't score 30.
I feel like you're not accounting for the turnover that can give them a short
field. But I'm saying the way they're playing football, they're not turning. Washington hasn't turned the football over. As much as I'm critical of Taylor Heineke, they haven't turned the football over through this stretch. So I'm just not really. They won the turnover battle. They won the turnover battle.
I'm about to say he threw an interception on Sunday.
Like one. He throws one. I'm not, you talking about like an interception. That's not in the grand scheme. You're talking about like turnover.
Wole, you forgot the last play.
No. But I'm saying, I am just saying, look, I agree. I know what you're saying. I'm just saying in terms
and I like Heineke.
In terms of actual turnovers. I don't know what's happening here. In terms of actual turnovers, they have not turned the ball over. They play that style of football. This game is there to be won. They can win that. Winning that. Don't change anything. Put it this way. Don't just because you're playing the Dallas Cowboys. Don't change anything because the weapons they have. Don't change it. Play it the same way. Do not make that. Don't make Taylor Heineke try to be Dak Prescott because you see Dak Prescott on the other side. Don't try to make Taylor Heineke Dak Prescott. You did like the same thing with Brady. You saw Brady. Don't make Taylor Heineke be Tom Brady. Make Taylor Heineke be Taylor Heineke. Manage the football game. Rely on Antonio Gibson. It's going to be key in terms of the injury report. If they have McKissick, I think they have McKissick. The chances are much better because he's as you can tell, he's very important to their offense.
He back?
He could be back. He could be back. And then you're going to have, Montez Sweat's coming back. Supposedly he's coming back. So you got some players coming back. Big miss, not having Logan Thomas, but yeah, big miss not having Logan Thomas.
That is who I would have been saying that I was scared for.
It's huge. But Gibson's running the ball better, and the offensive line loves to block for him. They love running. They love run blocking. So you keep doing that.
If DeMarcus Lawrence is back and Randy Gregory is back, that means Micah's in the middle of the field.
I love Micah, man. I'm not saying nothing about
Christmas on that day.
No, I mean, I'm just telling you, like, they still run the football. Washington run the football. Look, man, they were constant. Look, Tampa Bay, not regardless of, you can still run the football. Tampa Bay, to me, has one of the best run defenses, period. And he didn't get 100 yards, but he ran hard. Like, that's all I could, just run hard. 66 yards. If you can get 66 yards on Tampa, that's equivalent to getting good yardage on anybody.
Wole, the man averaged 3 yards a run. Let's not hype up.
What, Tampa? Against Tampa?
He averaged 3
what is
yards.
that quick? No. So this is my question. We're all being honest right here. I said Tampa is elite in stopping the run. Right? If you're constant and trying to run the ball against Tampa's elite run-stopping defense, you can try to run the ball that many times against the Dallas Cowboys. And Tampa, you have Tom Brady. And Tampa, you have Tom Brady as their quarterback with that, and you were still willing to run the football that much. I'm cool. Again, do the same thing. And I don't care if Micah Parsons. You run the football. They had Sue and what's his name? And young boy out of Washington. Yes, you can still. That's what Sam had. Yes, you can do that. You can still run the football against the Dallas Cowboys. You can run.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly.
I totally agree with that.
About that.
It's not impossible.
If you keep Dallas off the field, like they've been keeping every other team off the field, the time of possession, man, it's gonna be tough. It's just Dallas's quick strike offense. That's the problem.
Yeah, you just but you gotta do if the defense is playing the same way. If it has been playing this, same way. If they've been playing football in terms of complementary football, they'll be in the game. I don't doubt that. Now it's all about Taylor Hunt. It's all about Scott Turner. Just don't be arrogant. You got to do the same thing, bro.
Yeah, I'm just concerned about execution, in the red zone, and also, like I said, finishing drives, because as well as they play and as much as they control the game, they don't score a lot of points. That's my concern. And
it depends. I mean, some of the defenses, the Raiders definitely. I think McKissick was big not having him. You played against Tampa.
And this going back to the Green Bay game.
For real. Well, I'm talking about after the bye, bro. I'm talking about after the bye.
Okay.
I'm talking about after the bye. I'm not even. The Green Bay game, it's been horrible all year. I'm just talking about after the bye. It's been horrible all year. But after the bye, they've been better.
Wole got to put his fan hat on. It's only after the bye because it's only
because we're only going off of.
I told you, he's been wearing his fan hat the whole show.
It's only
but to be fair,
thank you. That's because I'm being real.
To be fair, we're talking about their hot streak right now.
Yeah, we're not talking about. That's what I'm saying. Not talking about that. I mean,
that's the only.
It's like, look, I'm gonna be real. Like Mo is a Giants fan, so he's gonna keep his Giants thing on the low. He's gonna have to kind of hold on that. Ray has always played because he don't like Taylor Heineke, so he always plays with both. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm doing.
I don't like Taylor
Heineke.
Look,
dude, you have. Look, I tried to tell you from 4 weeks on the show, and I was like the reasons why. This had to believe the reasons why they can beat certain teams. You know what I'm saying? I had them losing against Tampa, so that's a fact. I had them losing against Tampa
because that was before the.
I had them losing against Tampa. That's a fact. I had them losing against. There's no fandom in me. I had them losing against Tampa. I had them losing against Tampa. So it wasn't. I keep it about like I just told you every game that's winnable. Like I even told Mo like after I said Tampa, they're gonna lose that game. I said that was my belief. They're gonna lose that game. I said that. I said every other game was winnable. I said that every other game they play, if they play the same way prior, even I like the way they played against Denver. I said they play the same style of football. They'll be able to beat any team other than Tampa. And I said once you beat Tampa, any team on the schedule is beatable. Like I don't even care. Like any team on the schedule is beatable. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a thing about being a fan. It's just like, yo, you beat Tampa, you play the same style, which hindered Tom Brady and it gave him issues in the pocket. You should be able to give people issues whoever you play. You know what I'm saying? Because they still had Goodwin. And they still had Godwin, and they had Mike Evans, and they still had dogs out there. So I'm just saying, like, and you had Tom Brady out there. I'm just saying, like, you still were able to compete with that team. You could beat anybody. I don't care who you play.
Don't forget Tom Brady. Tom Brady was a little tipsy that game too, with the way he's throwing the ball a little bit. You know what I mean? Don't forget that.
Because he was
they beat a good team. I've been saying from the beginning of the season, it don't matter who you play. I've been saying it all season.
Yeah.
Every game is winnable. So forget all that. My point is, even before the dad going by, my point is, if some of the same issues have been occurring all season, it's a problem. I don't give a damn.
They're not occurring anymore this year. They're not occurring. They're not occurring.
No, you're controlling the clock, but you don't score a lot of points. That's all I'm saying.
But see, that's the thing. All right, so this is my thing about, like I said, like
It's a
That's
fact,
in football. No. This is the thing. In football, and y'all coach whatever, in football, Jacksonville did the same thing. In football, if you win the time of possession and your defense plays solid, you will be in games, bro. That's not.
I'm not denying
that's
that.
what I'm saying. So it's not.
You talking about can they beat Dallas?
Yeah, can it? Like that's what I'm saying. That you're going to be in games. The way. All right, I'll give an example. I was at the game covering it a couple years ago. Carolina had a bad squad, like a horrible. No, actually, it was last year. It was last year. Had a bad squad. They can't beat Washington. You know what they did with a limited squad? They just held the ball, bruh. When they got a lead, they just held the ball. They weren't even after they got a lead, they just held the ball. Washington was so desperate to make plays. They made a couple plays, but by that time the clock was already dwindling down. If you play that type of ball, depending on, you got to damn near score you got to be damn near all the time to you're right, to get them out of that shell. But if you do get a couple 3 and outs or a couple of possessions when you don't score, and the other team is now holding the ball for 10 minutes, that's damn near most of the freaking quarter. So the issue, got to be, can they sustain that? So your question to you is, can they sustain that? Can they sustain that type of drive against the Dallas Cowboys defense? That's the real question. Because they can sustain that type of drive, which they've already sustained it against other decent defenses. If they can do that, which they've already done that, then they'll be in the football game.
What ranking is Tampa in defense?
Run defense, they should be in the middle of the pack.
We're talking about this run defense, man.
Yeah, I'm about to say, because if we talking about defense in totality, we ain't been watching the same Bucks thing.
I don't know what is Cowboys defense rank?
Dallas defense is
because y'all give up big plays too. I just want to know where y'all
Dallas defense is ranked trash.
About to say, I know I know they're not the greatest. That's what I'm saying. They're not.
We rank like 17th.
Yeah, and you just play Taysom Hill.
And I'm lying. I think we ranked 26.
And no knock. You just play Taysom Hill, and it's no knock. You just play Taysom Hill. I'm just saying, they're not. Their defense isn't like world beaters. They're not world beat. That's not a world beating defense. Not like a defense you have to say, they stopping everybody. That's not that type of defense.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. It's not that kind of defense. So ain't no knock on it. You're right. Offensively speaking, and their defense that creates turnovers. That's their defense. That's how they win football games. That defense creates turnovers, and they got playmakers. You already named Micah Parsons. Their defense. Once they get turnovers, they know how to get that football. But if they're not getting turnovers, you can do damage.
Oh, here's why.
But have they played a team that's going to pressure and get turnovers like that?
Washington has Washington.
You're saying that's what I'm saying. Washington hasn't been turning the ball over.
Carolina defense is very well.
Carolina
a team that's rushing and that's trying to get at the quarterback like Dallas.
Oh, Carolina,
Dallas is actually number 14 in the league in points per game.
That's in the middle of the pack. Again, that's not a dominant defense. That's what I'm saying. In the middle of the pack.
I agree with you.
They allow like 21,
that you saying
21 points a game. 20.
Keep doing what you're doing.
They're allowing 2.3.
22.
How many yards are they giving up a game?
Yards per game. Total yards per game.
Average. I want a total, average. Just an average total yards game.
Dallas is giving up 372.
Yeah, that's
ridiculous.
Hey, listen, man. Listen. Mo, don't let them fool you, Mo. As they win, the arrogance grows. He was doing his Papa John's pizza bull crap in 2012.
That was real. So that was real me. That was me all the way.
I'm telling you,
I was telling folks I'm getting Papa John pizza off of you. That was real me. That was me.
I see shades of it, bro. I can see it coming out. And nothing wrong with that though.
No, it's no arrogance. No. Don't try to put me out there. Don't try to pull me out of the shell there. I'm not there. I'm not that person. You know what I'm saying? All I do is speak facts when I talk about the Washington team. There's teams I don't think they can beat.
I don't disagree with you though.
There's teams I think they can beat, even the way they play.
The formula should not change this week.
They play Kansas City and lose to Kansas City now. I would say that easy. Kansas City's team out, they'll have no chance to beat. Their teams I think have the Packers, no chance to beat them. Their teams I think, when I look at the schedule, have no chance.
I don't know about that Kansas. I don't know about Kansas City.
There's teams, I will tell you, there are teams that I look at, I'm like,
Kansas City defense look good, but their offense ain't doing nothing.
You know what I'm saying? Just saying.
We said Colt McCoy lit up the Seahawks defense. Washington should have a good game. Washington played the same style, but again, I just want to see him finish drives.
Their style, they gotta you coach to your talent.
You damn right.
That's what you do. That's what you got. You coach to that talent. Don't try to go out your box.
Gentlemen, the predictions are in.
Yes, they are.
Sunday's gonna come.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, it is.
Ashley, tell the listeners where we can find you and your content on social media.
These are great, arbitrator here. I just get us moving. You guys can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at Ashley Baker _21, on Facebook, Ashley Baker. You can find my podcast About Nothing But Sports, but it is abbreviated A&B Sports. Spotify, Apple, Google Play, wherever you want to listen to your Google podcast, that's where you will find my podcast. I'm excited for this game. We need to.
You got a new follower.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. We need to go ahead and make sure, Brad, you follow me because I don't remember you. I'm joking.
I was going to say, wow, really, that's how we going. I'm not on social media as much as these brothers, but I follow you though. Of course, I follow you.
Oh yeah, no, I follow you too. I think I follow you too. So yeah.
All right, I already subscribed to your podcast. It's on my phone anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Sorry on
Thank you, brother.
The Papa John's pizzas, they coming, bro.
Look, bro, I'm not doing them jokes anymore. You waiting for that dude to come back? He ain't coming back, dude. He ain't coming back. That dude
I can see him.
Nah, that dude is gone, bro. This team don't deserve that dude, man. That dude was like that. That dude was too arrogant. He was like that. They don't deserve that.
That's my point about Heineke. When Rob was behind that center, you was confident of what was going down.
Who?
This dude, you like the defense got to.
Yeah. Number 10.
It's a difference.
When number 10 was
but
down,
it's all good. And I hate
10.
When I want to
sucker dude. Yeah, I was confident.
What y'all think? Real quick, though, before you kick me off the show, Mo, because Mo trying to kick me off the show.
I'm not trying to kick you off the show. I'm trying to get that guy together over there.
Mo trying to kick me off the show. What y'all think about the tell-all book? What y'all think about number 10 dropping the tell-all book?
This is gonna be my PC joint. He a little punk. For real. Okay. That's all I'm gonna say.
There's a lot of people that saying
he a little punk for real. Because I don't know. I don't like how real quick. It's just like I can't. How am I going to talk about dysfunction when I'm part of the whole issue?
Chris Cooley said it years ago, and people got so mad.
Yeah, I know.
Now you saying the same thing.
Yeah, I know. Facts. You know what I'm saying? I think.
How you gonna bring out a tell-all book when 3 months ago you was like you'll go back to Washington and play for them?
That's what got me too. That's what's so stupid. Like that's why you tweeting about going back to Washington.
I'm gonna read it.
I'm not.
That dude loves attention, man. That's
he do, man. He loves attention.
That's all that is, man. He was supposed to be, or he had in his mind that he was supposed to be the black Aaron Rodgers with a little bit of wheels, and it
ain't work out.
He fell off the tracks, man.
I don't think he had it in his mind. I think that the fan base built him up.
No, he said it too. No, he said it in his mind. He said it himself. He said it. He said he was going to be the black Aaron Rodgers. That fan base
put that man on a pedestal.
But he did it though. No, he put himself on. No, he
thought he was. And then was mad that they couldn't control the monster they created. I've always looked at it like that. This fan base put that. Y'all was ready to put the statue out in front of FedEx.
He was a monster. Look. Real talk. He was a monster though, man. I'm not going. He was a monster.
Yeah, he was.
Everybody, I had Cowboy fans walking up to me, be like, "Yo, man,
I'm
mad y'all drafted this dude, man." They were mad. Y'all were mad for a minute. Y'all were like, he gonna own the division for X, Y. Y'all were like, y'all got one. I was like, yeah, I know.
Seriously, even I said that, I was like, oh.
Yeah. Then he got hit, and then he became a little punk. It's all good though. It is what it is. Hey, subscribe to our podcast on Spotify, Stitcher, iTunes, Google Podcast. Search All Burgundy. You can go everything with the Urban Sports Scene. Also tweet us at Urban Sports Scene. Hit us up on our Urban Sports Scene Facebook page. Appreciate Ash for being on.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Little sis, man, you know what time it is. Anyway, you've been listening to All Burgundy and Gold, everything with the Urban Sports Scene on Fox Sports Radio 96.9 FM and 1340 AM. Hopewell, Virginia, for ages. You dig? Deuces. Hey, Mega, lead us out, big homie.
Peace.